Believe it or not, there are predictions that the influencer marketing market will be worth a whopping $199.6 billion by the year 2032. Now, with that much money on the table, it's no wonder that we're witnessing a content creation gold rush. However, what's more fascinating is that, sort of as an antidote to the chaos brought along by these new creators, a new type of hero has emerged. I'm talking of people like Penguinz0, aka Charlie, aka Cr1TiKaL, who are absolutely doing the Lord's work by taking out dishonest creators one after the other. It's so satisfying to witness, and in this video I'll take you through arguably 4 of the best times Penguinz0 destroyed internet careers. First on our list is Jason Wojo, a guy who can best be described as all smoke and zero fire. In fact, Penguinz0 described him,
"What happens when all you do is fake it without ever making it?"
Now, the real reason Jason crossed Penguinz0's path is because he took the whole fake social media guru playbook too far. I mean, as Penguinz0 says, there was no possible way anyone could believe Jason when all he did was flaunt clearly rented cars and make videos like this one.
So the next time you think that your girl's on lock, I got the keys to the castle.
And in the classic style of a fake guru, he plastered all this lame content on whatever platform promised him any hint of attention. On Twitter, for instance, his bio claimed that he generated over $100 million for clients with his social media marketing agency. On his Instagram, the figure changes to $122 million. Of course, those are unverifiable figures that anyone could claim. So he tried to lean into his expensive McLaren as evidence of how well he was doing. Penguinz0 saw right through this, explaining that the only thing Jason had shown in all of his content that was worth any money was the McLaren. And he milked the hell out of it, making what Penguinz0 said.
Because the only thing he shows that's worth money is his car, the McLaren. He's made like 1,000 shorts about how much money he spends filling up a McLaren's tank.
Penguinz0 went on to troll Jason for TikToks like this one.
I don't need to go to the gym, because you pull up to the gym making less than 10K a month, pulling up in your bullshit fucking Corolla, and I pull up in my McLaren. It's not even a contest, dude. No one gives a fuck about your muscles. Most of the guys that go to the gym, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're fucking stupid. All that pre-workout that you're taking is making you more stupid.
This one.
Here's why you gotta break up with your girlfriend if you're not making 6 figures a year. Brutal honest truth is that girls need a man who can protect and provide for them. If you're not making at least 10K a month, how the fuck are you gonna protect and provide for your girl?
And this one.
If you always wondered what dating an entrepreneur looks like, this is what the fuck it looks like. I don't cook, I don't clean, I got whiteboards all over the place. My setup's there, this is like my sanctuary. No one fucks with me here. As far as a fridge, it's pretty fucking awful. So I got beer, Happy Dads, Gatorade, oh dude, Bel Air bottle, champagne. I got these Dunkin' Donut iced coffees, and then for dinner I'll go to the pier and like have dinner. I will never fucking cook. This will never be used. I don't even know why I have a fucking...
Calling all of them embarrassing.
It was just really embarrassing stuff.
Now, Jason responded, trying to challenge Penguinz0 to a fight.
We should do a boxing match with him because he does not. I'll box this guy. I'll do something with him.
But he was obliterated in Penguinz0's own response video.
The boxing offer. This is what I'm saying. I find that to just be completely worthless. Like, that has nothing to do with anything I was saying at all. If I was making the claim that I could beat his ass, then that boxing challenge holds a lot of water. Then that holds a lot of weight.
Besides making fun of Jason's dubious claims about how he would win the fight and having enough money to steal and take care of any woman, Penguinz0 goes on to unravel the lie that the dude has a security team, or even that he's worth as much money as he claims to be, which is about $3 to $6 million. Anyway, with so much heat directed his way, Jason apologized and deactivated his TikTok account. And while he tries to remain active on Instagram, all that's left are people trolling him under his posts, like the comments under this one. Next up is Sneako, who in a span of just 24 hours got his reputation properly dragged through the mud by Penguinz0. And the best part is that he very much deserved it. Now, even before we look at what happened, you've got to understand that Sneako was not new to YouTube. His career went back a whole 9 years, and it had transitioned from innocent life reflection videos and 1-minute interviews on controversial topics to more clearly polarizing topics, like inviting Nick Fuentes, a white supremacist, to discuss politics.
The economy's in free fall, there's gangs controlling the streets, and now all these refugees are coming to the United States.
And collaborating with Andrew Tate.
On the planet, what are you looking for? Depends on how much money you have. If you're American, Miami's the move.
This content repeatedly and severely violated YouTube's terms, and eventually he got kicked off the platform. He then moved to Rumble. Anyway, back to his beef with Penguinz0. The most surprising thing is that the video that started it all was not even about him. Nope, it was this one, where Penguinz0 threw shade at the Fresh and Fit podcast for talking shit about women and making up stories to make themselves seem like alpha males to their audience.
My W in terms of having 3 women in one day.
And he went at these guys hard. Just listen to what he says about the short guy in his poetic response to their quadruple-digit sex partners claim.
There is no reality in the entirety of the f***ing multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them. Doctor Strange could peer into an endless multiverse and never find one where this guy has slept with 1,000 women. They just say a whole bunch of made-up bullshit constantly.
A couple of months went by and Sneako, against a better judgment or maybe defending something he was a part of, came to the defense of Fresh and Fit. He got so agitated by Penguinz0's takes on the podcast that he tried everything to hit back at him, including, and you won't believe this, insulting his girlfriend.
He's in a monogamous relationship.
I honestly believe this girlfriend deal is what prompted Penguinz0 to make this video.
Go ahead and cannonball into the septic tank and doggy paddle around for a bit. The main topic involves a banned YouTube creator that I'm sure you've all heard of before. His name is Sneako.
And later this other video dedicated to Sneako where he came in guns blazing. He completely humiliates Sneako, saying he cries more than a 12-year-old going through puberty.
Sneako cries more than a 12-year-old going through puberty.
With public temper tantrums of a child who's been denied a toy.
Public temper tantrums like a child who didn't get the Spider-Man toy they wanted for Christmas.
He goes on to explain how Sneako's obsession with the Cuties movie is weird, as the film was basically softcore porn, involving child actors that could only be enjoyed by pedophiles.
Publicly defends Cuties as one of his favorite movies. Cuties was a Netflix film that used real child actresses in sex situations.
Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
Anyway, there's more to this whole beef, but in summary, it ended in Penguinz0's favor, as there was no way Sneako had anything to say after all the humiliating evidence against him. Let me clue you in on this next one. What would you call a guy who shows no empathy when his grandfather dies of a heart attack, makes fun of babies with cancer, and threatens to take out literal babies in strollers? Well, you can call him Vegan Gains. And an accurate way to describe him and his content is simply sociopathic. I mean, even YouTube took down his channel at one point for his affinity to murderous content. Now, that specific channel ban scare made Vegan Gains switch to more drama-free content. But then he lost a lot of his subscribers who had followed him for the drama. Looking at his channel, you can tell that his older videos were more popular, even getting over 800,000 views, but the numbers have been dropping steadily, to an average of 10 to 25,000 views on some of the latest videos. Now, you might probably be wondering where Penguinz0 features in this story. Well, if you look closer, the only time Vegan Gains' views had a peak since his YouTube ban is when he tried to attack Penguinz0 for this video that he made calling out the creator So Young for torturing and eating animals alive. It seems Vegan Gains saw an opportunity to criticize a famous creator and ride on the wave to regain his popularity. He made this video where he's trying to say Penguinz0 is just as bad or worse than So Young because he eats meat. A claim that was of course too far-fetched, even going by the comments he got on the video. Regardless, Penguinz0 made a response video explaining why Vegan Gains' deplorable mannerisms are why most average people would not even consider veganism. He then counters the ridiculous claim that he's worse than So Young for eating KFC meat. Now, Vegan Gains later went live on YouTube and dissected Penguinz0's response, almost painfully analyzing each and every word. This was then met with a final video by Penguinz0 in which he even goes back to Vegan Gains' horrible habits, including making fun of children with cancer. That was the final nail in the coffin. After the short-lived spike in viewership due to engaging Penguinz0, Vegan Gains' channel went right back to its path of fading into oblivion. Last on our list is a pretty insane story, where Penguinz0, in what we can only call a sort of prophetic bend, predicted that some crazy content creator out there would try to use AI to clone themselves, and it actually came to pass. The YouTuber in question is a guy named Jordy, who runs a channel called Kwebbelkop and another called Blue. Apparently he has about 20 channels in total. Now in this video, which is the second of the 3 that Penguinz0 has done on Kwebbelkop, he explains how people called him crazy for thinking a YouTuber would clone themselves with AI, just for it to come true a couple of months later. Kwebbelkop had initially run an experimental AI channel called Blue, and it seemed to do well, so he took the same idea and doubled down with it on his main channel, which had over 15 million subscribers. What really hurt Kwebbelkop's reputation, though, is Penguinz0's take, which most people agreed with, that the only motivation for an AI channel is greed. He said it was all about wanting free money and all that. There's not a single argument that can be made that what Kwebbelkop is doing is good. He went on to call it an evil dystopian concept, pointing out that it was incomprehensible that Kwebbelkop seemed so proud of what he had accomplished. Anyway, it was not long before Kwebbelkop's own audience began shooting down his soulless idea, forcing him to take over the channel again about 3 weeks ago. But this was not before he had done a fake return a couple of weeks prior that had equally angered people, and which Penguinz0 took to mean that Kwebbelkop's use of AI was not stopping anytime soon. Now, of course, there is more to the Kwebbelkop story, but the gist of it is that, like a foreteller, Penguinz0 almost too accurately predicted the downfall.